Ever look up at the night sky and wonder what it would be like to live on that little red dot we call Mars? For decades, it's been the stuff of science fiction, but today we're closer than ever to making it a reality. So, what would life actually be like on the red planet? Let's take a journey 140 million miles away and find out. First things first, you couldn't just step outside and take a deep breath. The Martian atmosphere is about 100 times thinner than Earth's and is mostly carbon dioxide. Plus, it's freezing cold. The average temperature is a brisk minus 80 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 62 degrees Celsius. So our first home on Mars wouldn't be a house with a white picket fence. It would be a specially designed, pressurized habitat, likely built underground or covered with Martian soil, which we call regolith. This would protect us from the extreme temperatures and, more importantly, from the intense solar and cosmic radiation that bombards the planet's surface. Due to its thin atmosphere and lack of a global magnetic field, your day-to-day life would be very structured. You'd wake up, but not to a bright blue sky. Sunrises and sunsets, however, are a stunning blue. After a quick breakfast, probably consisting of hydroponically grown vegetables and maybe some lab-grown protein, it's time to get to work. Early Martian colonists would be scientists, engineers, and technicians. Your job might be to maintain the life support systems, conduct geological surveys, search for signs of past or present life, or manage the greenhouses that grow our food. Speaking of food, farming on Mars would be a huge challenge. Martian soil is toxic, containing compounds called perchlorates, so we wouldn't just plant seeds in the ground. We'd have to use advanced hydroponic or aeroponic systems inside our habitats. We'd need to grow everything we eat, from potatoes and lettuce to soybeans and wheat. Water would be the most precious resource. We'd have to extract it from the ice found at the poles or trapped underground, then purify and recycle every single drop. Waste not, want not would be the law of the land. This means you'd feel incredibly light. You could jump almost 3 times higher and carry heavy objects with ease. Sounds great, right? Well, it has a downside. Over time, living in low gravity would cause your muscles to weaken and your bones to lose density. To combat this, you'd need to spend a couple of hours every single day on a strict exercise regimen, using special equipment like treadmills with harnesses or resistance machines to simulate Earth's gravity and keep your body strong. Because of the vast distance between Earth and Mars, A message sent from Mars could take anywhere from 4 to 24 minutes to reach Earth, and another 4 to 24 minutes to get a reply. That means no real-time video calls or live streaming your favorite shows. You'd be sending emails or recorded video messages, experiencing a constant time lag that would make you feel very, very far from home. This isolation would be a huge psychological challenge for the first colonists. What about exploring the outside world? You'd need a spacesuit, of course, a futuristic, highly engineered suit that provides oxygen, pressure, and protection from the cold and radiation. Stepping outside, you'd be greeted by a breathtakingly alien landscape. Vast, dusty plains of red rock towering volcanoes like Olympus Mons, which is 3 times the height of Mount Everest, and the colossal Valles Marineris Canyon system, which would stretch from Los Angeles to New York if it were on Earth. You'd likely get around in a pressurized rover, allowing you to go on long-duration expeditions without having to wear your suit the entire time, but you'd have to be prepared for the weather. Mars is famous for its massive dust storms. These aren't like the storms in the movie The Martian. The thin air means the wind force isn't strong enough to topple your spacecraft. However, these storms can grow to engulf the entire planet for weeks at a time, blotting out the sun. This would be a major problem for solar-powered equipment, forcing colonists to rely on stored energy or other power sources, like small nuclear reactors, to survive the long, dark periods. Over generations, life on Mars would change. We'd learn to use the planet's resources more effectively, a process called in situ resource utilization. We might 3D print entire buildings using Martian regolith, produce rocket fuel from the atmosphere, and expand our settlements into sprawling subterranean cities. Perhaps in the very distant future. We might even embark on the colossal project of terraforming, Mars gradually changing its atmosphere and climate to make it more Earth-like. This would be a project spanning centuries, or even millennia, a legacy for future generations to complete. Living on Mars wouldn't be easy. It would be a life of constant challenge, ingenuity, and reliance on technology. It would test the limits of human endurance and resilience. But it would also be a life of incredible discovery and adventure, a chance to be a pioneer on a new world. We'd be the first Martians writing the first chapter of humanity's future as a multiplanetary species. The journey would be one of the hardest things we've ever done, but the reward would be a new horizon for all of humankind. Thanks for joining me on this trip to Mars. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more explorations into the what-ifs of our universe. See you next time.